here from IIT Kanpur. Now we need to discuss properties of the fluids. This is first chapter of fluid mechanics course. First go through the contents. Mute it. Let's have a look on the contents. First, mass density or density of the fluid, weight density or specific weight of the fluid, specific gravity, compressibility, viscosity, surface tension, capillarity here, capillarity rise, capillarity fall. After that, pressure, the concept of apopressure, then finally cavitation. Cavitation, one of the biggest problem in turbines and pumps. What is the reason for occurrence of cavitation and what is the concept of vapor pressure? We need to discuss in detail in first chapter. Properties of the fluid. It takes minimum 10 hours to complete the syllabus. The weightage for gate from first chapter is 1 mark. You will get 1 mark in gate from properties of the fluid. If you are lucky enough, you may get 2 marks from viscosity. Viscosity is very, very important in the first chapter. We are building all fundamentals in fluid mechanics in first chapter. Okay, you should know what is meant by density. What are the units? What are the values of density for different fluids? Specific weight, definition of specific weight, significance of that, where it is used in fluid mechanics course. You will get rough idea about all fluid properties in chapter 1, like specific gravity, values of specific gravity for different fluids, compressibility, what is meant by compressibility, significance of bulk modulus, and what is the significance of compressibility. Viscosity, it is very, very important. I think around 5 hours of lecture based on viscosity. Okay, we need to solve different varieties of problems in GATE and other competitive exams based on the topic viscosity. Is very, very important topic in the examination point of view. Surface tension, what is meant by surface tension, and how to solve pressure inside a liquid bubble and a soap bubble and liquid jet. Okay, now inside the intensity of the pressure inside the soap bubble, liquid droplet, and then finally liquid jet. Next, capillarity rise, capillarity fall. When capillarity rise will occur, when capillarity fall will occur. What is the reason for capillarity rise and fall? Pressure, finally, pressure is very important in total fluid mechanics course. You should have full command on all kinds of pressures in fluid mechanics course. First, you will start with density, properties of the fluid. Write down up to here. Have patience. You slowly build the subject. Attend all the lectures. You will definitely improve in fluid mechanics course. Now, reading mass density or density of the fluid. Reading mass density. Density. We can define density as a mass per unit volume. It is very simple. Everybody knows density of the fluid is defined as the magnitude of mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume. Units are kg per meter cube, m L power minus 3 T power 0. This is a dimension formula for the density. How to determine density of the different fluids? Focus here. Take 1 meter cube volume void. So take a cube density of the different fluids. 1 meter. What is the volume of the cube? 1 meter cube. Pour water into 1 meter cube volume cube. Okay. So here you are pouring water. So complete. Just fill the cube with water. Okay now. So you are pouring water. Then determine the mass of water poured into the 1 meter cube volume cube. So you will get mass equivalent to 1000 kg. If you pour water, if you have to measure water in terms of kg, you will get m equivalent to 1000 kg. 1000 kg in the 1 meter cube volume cube. Now tell me density of water. Density of water equivalent to mass per unit volume 1000 kg by 1 meter cube. That means density of water equivalent to 1000 kg per meter cube. Similarly, take mercury. Take mercury. Now you are pouring mercury in the 1 meter cube volume cube. Okay now, so mass equivalent to here you will get 13.6 into 10 cube kg. Now density of the mercury equivalent to 13.6 into 10 cube kg per meter cube. This is the density of the mercury. Now petrol. Now you can pour petrol in the cube. 1 meter, 1 meter, and 1 meter. Now you are pouring petrol. Okay, your mass of Hg. Okay, your mass of the petrol you pour is nothing but 720 kg. Density of petrol equivalent to 720 kg per meter cube. Now you can pour diesel. Diesel. Your mass of the diesel you can pour in 1 meter cube. It is 820 kg. Density of diesel equivalent to 820 kg per meter cube. Similarly, make 1 cube with volume 1 meter cube by using iron. Okay, now by using any casting process. I made a cube. I made a cube of volume 1 meter cube. Okay, so this particular cube made up of iron. This cube made up of iron. So the volume of the cube is 1 meter cube. Again, density of iron equivalent to 7,800 kg per meter cube. This is density of iron, density of diesel, petrol. and mercury, it is water. So the beauty of water is 1000 kg here you can pour in the water in the cube. The density of water is nothing but 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, next air. So you can write density of air equivalents to 1.2 kg per meter cube. This is all about density of the different fluids. You should remember density of water, density of the air, density of mercury, density of petrol, density of diesel. I think these two are not required. I think sometimes density of iron also important while solving problems. Right on up to here. One example, you generally this particular petrol bunks petrol bunk people do marketing in terms of liters. In terms of liters, if they do, if actually 1 liter petrol, 1 liter petrol maybe 100 rupees nowadays. Okay, so 1 liter petrol 100 rupees. If they do marketing by 1 kg petrol, here this is regular. If 1 kg petrol 100 rupees, in this case, who will get benefit? Tell me. In general, they are doing marketing like this. 1 liter petrol is 100 rupees. But for example, if they do like this, 1 kg petrol is 100 rupees. If they do marketing, petrol in terms of kg with the same price, who will get benefit? Who will get benefit? You tell me. 1 liter petrol 100 rupees, normally. Same thing. Generally, oils, coconut oil, normally oils marketing in terms of liters only, not in terms of kgs. Palm oil, coconut oil, Navratna, not Navratna oil, maybe. Okay. 1 liter 100, same liters convert into this particular kg with the same price. 1 liter not equal to 1 kg petrol in case of petrol. Correct, na? 1 kg petrol also 100 rupees. Who will get benefit? Tell me. Customer. Customer will get benefit. Okay. For 1 liter, you will get 720 grams. 720 grams you will get for 1 liter petrol. Okay. Like that, you will get it. Yeah, extra. Okay. So 1 liter petrol consists of 720 grams of petrol. But in case of water, what is the beauty of water? Even you purchase water in terms of kg, in terms of liters, both are same. 1 kg water equal to 1 liter of water. Okay, 1 kg, that is the beauty of water. Okay, so 1 kg water equal to 1 liter of water. That is the thing. But others not like that. Petrol 1 kg petrol not equal to 1 liter of petrol. 1 liter of petrol equal to 720 grams of petrol. Here 820 grams of diesel. 1 liter diesel equal to 820 grams of diesel. Okay, but here 1 kg water equal to 1 kg water equal to 1 liter of water. That is the beauty of water. Okay, so all molecules are arranged like that. Done. This is some introduction. Now we need to discuss the physical significance of the density. See here, first physical significance. This is the density of the body, density of the fluid. See here, if density of the body less than density of the fluid, then the body will float. Okay, in this case, density of the body will be less than density of the fluid. Here, density of the body, maybe it is G, center of buoyancy. ठीक है, buoyancy force, weight of the body, of course. Yeah, weight of the body less than the buoyancy force. If density of the body less than the density of the fluid. Okay, so weight of the body less than the buoyancy force. That is why body will float. This is case one. Next, here, density of the body, density of the fluid. Case 2. If density of the body is greater than density of the fluid, then the body will submerge. ठीक है, submerge. ठीक है, density of the body greater than density of the fluid. Your weight is acting vertically downward direction. This is buoyancy force. Density of the body greater than density of the fluid. Here, weight of the body greater than buoyancy force. In that case, the body will submerge. We will discuss in detail in buoyancy chapter. It is just remember one thing here. Just follow the statements. If density of the body is less than density of the fluid, in that case, body will float. This is physical significance of the density. Okay. Next, if density of the body greater than density of the fluid, in that case, the body will submerge. What is the reason for that? Density of the body less than density of the fluid. In this case, buoyancy forces are higher than the weight of the body. Higher the buoyancy forces, upward forces are higher than downward forces. In that case, here what will happen? Body will float. Here buoyancy forces are dominating. Here what? Weight of the body is downward, buoyancy force is acting upward. In that case, body will submerge. Write down this. This case 1. This is case 2. In buoyancy, we can discuss in detail about this part. Just to focus on the statement. That's it. Clear? Next, see here. This is a pipe. This is the fluid. For YouTube manometer, yeah. So what some working fluid in the pipe, that is density of the working fluid. It is density of the manometric fluid. Again, for YouTube manometer, density of the working fluid must be less than density of manometric fluid. For example, if working fluid is water, manometric fluid must be mercury. Okay. So for you to manometer, we need to select a manometric fluid in such a way that density of the working fluid less than the density of manometric fluid. Now, for inverted YouTube manometer, it is a pipe. Inverted YouTube manometer. First focus on inverted. It is density of manometric fluid, density of working fluid. For inverted YouTube manometer, in this case, yeah, density of working fluid must be greater than density of manometric fluid. Why? Yeah, what is the example? Example for this. If working fluid is water, manometric fluid must be density of oil. Manometric fluid must be oil. We know that density of water greater than density of the oil. For inverted YouTube manometer, we need to select the manometric fluid in such a way that density of the working fluid is greater than density of manometric fluid. What is the reason for these two statements? We can discuss in manometry chapter. For time being, write down the statements. Observe that density is playing great role while selecting manometric fluid in manometry. Right on up to here. So while solving problems, just observe whether they gave a proper manometric fluid or not. For YouTube, density of the working fluid must be greater than density of manometric fluid. In inverted case, just have a look on all inverted manometer problems. In that, density of the working fluid will be higher than the density of manometric fluid. Then only you can happily calculate the pressure difference. Next, see here, it's very important statement for density. Regarding density, density is a intensive property. Density is an intensive property. What is meant by intensive property? It is independent of mass. Independent of mass. Density rho equivalents to mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume. For example, see here. Again. It is 1 meter cube, 1 meter, 1 meter. You pour water. You pour water. Now, I increased the cube in second case. Okay. Here it is 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter. Okay. So, first case 1 meter. So, I poured water here. I poured water here. Okay, now. So, initially 1000 kg of water I poured here. 1000 kg of water per 1 meter cube volume. So density of the water equivalents to 1000 kg per meter cube. Here, here you can pour around 2 to the 4 to the 8. So mass of the water you can pour now here 8,000 kg of water you can fill. Here you increased the mass. Okay, na? Corresponding increment you have seen in the volume. Both will be cancelled out. The density of the water won't change. Density of water equal to 8,000 kg by 8 meter cube. Finally, this particular thing. Okay, density of water in the tub water that is 1000 kg per meter cube. Density of total river water, okay na, that is also 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, density of salt water, sea water, 1028, right? 1025, 2528 around. Okay. Density of pure water is 1000 kg per meter cube. Density of sea water is higher than the density of the normal water. Okay. Density is an intensive property. Now here density depends on the temperature and pressure. Temperature T, pressure P. By increasing pressure, density increases. By decreasing temperature, density increases. Density is inversely proportional to the temperature. Density is directly proportional to the pressure. So how density varying with respect to temperature and pressure. Okay, na? So it is very important. Again, you can write somewhere. Now you can write all the values. Right down up here. This is all about some physical significance and property of density, how it is affecting by temperature and pressure. This is all about some funda regarding density. Now, See here. Now, density of water 1000 kg per meter cube. Density of mercury 13.6 10 cube kg per meter cube. Density of seawater 1025 kg per meter cube. Density of petrol 720 kg per meter cube. Density of diesel 820 kg per meter cube. Okay. Density of iron 7800 kg per meter cube. Density of air 1.2 kg per meter cube. Normally, density of the solids greater than density of fluids, greater than density of liquids. Density of liquids, density of gases. Normally, this is the situation. Okay, but density of mercury is higher than density of iron. Iron is a solid, even though mercury is having more density. Density, this particular thing, mercury is denser than iron. This is all about density. For example, what is another definition for density is number of molecules present per unit volume. The number of molecules per unit volume is nothing but density of the fluid. More number of molecules present in the small volume, in that case, the density of the fluid will be higher. So the distance between the molecules is very small. In that case, more molecules will be associated in small volume. In that case, the density of that particular fluid will increase. Density of the fluid will be higher. The distance between the molecules increases, it can occupy more volume. Okay, now volume increases, density of the fluid will decreases. Okay. So this is all about some funda regarding density. Now, updating weight density or specific weight. Weight density or specific weight. This is nothing but gamma. Now, specific weight is defined as the weight per unit volume. Weight of the fluid per unit volume. Weight of the fluid per unit volume, mg by volume. Now here, mass per unit volume is nothing but density into G. Gamma equal to density into G. specific weight. Specific weight depends on density and location. Density depends on temperature and pressure. By increasing pressure, by decreasing temperature, density increases. This particular thing, this is the thing. But density independent of location. Now, see here. So we need to calculate density of the, weight of the fluid. Weight of the fluid. See, you pour some water here. Okay, you pour some water. So the diameter of the cylinder is D. The diameter of the cylinder is D. Water is the height of water in the cylinder is H. So diameter will be capital D. Okay. So what is the magnitude of weight of the water or weight of the fluid present? Okay. So this is gamma. Gamma fluid is this. This is gamma fluid. Now see here. Gamma fluid equal to weight of the fluid by volume of the fluid. Volume of the fluid. Okay. So weight of the fluid. What is the volume of the fluid? Pi d square by 4 into H. So weight of the fluid equal to gamma fluid into pi d square by 4 into H. So can I say density of the fluid into G, H into pi d square by 4. This is weight of the fluid. Finally, the expression for weight of the fluid equivalents to rho g H into pi d square by 4. Understood now? So in this way, you can determine weight of the fluid by using specific weight. The definition of specific weight is nothing but the ratio of weight of the fluid per unit volume. Okay? Weight of the fluid by volume. What are the? Weight of the fluid by volume. Weight by volume. Weight equal to mg, density into g. How to determine the weight of the water present in the cylinder? Okay, so it is very small calculation. So weight of the fluid by volume of the fluid. Volume means area into height. Okay, so water or fluid present in the cylinder up to height h. Okay, so pi d square by 4 into h. Finally, weight of the fluid equal to gamma fluid into pi d square by 4 into h. This is one of the good application for specific weight. So by using specific weight, you can calculate total hydrostatic law is depending on specific weight. Once we discuss manometry, pressure measurements, in the chapter we can discuss hydrostatic law. Okay, so dou P by dou H equal to minus gamma. Here dP by dH is equal to minus gamma. This is hydrostatic law. Hydrostatic law. So here also specific weight of the fluid playing vital role. Okay, so it is very important. This is specific weight. Right on up to here. Completed. Now, so specific weight of water, tell me. You can put a note. Specific weight of water, density of water into G, 1000 into 9.81, 9810 Newton per meter cube. Okay, what is the unit of gamma? Weight per unit volume, Newton per meter cube. It is nothing but kg meter per second square by meter cube. That means kg per meter square second square. Correct na? That means m L power minus 2 t power minus 2. Correct? Kg meter per second square by meter cube. Okay. So kg meter cube cancel out, meter square you will get it. So m L power minus 2 t power minus 2. Pakka. Now the specific weight of this Hg into G. Here it is 13.6 into 10 cube, 9.81 Newton per meter cube. You can calculate it. How to calculate gamma for different fluids? Gamma petrol is nothing but density of petrol into G. So that means 720 into 9.81 Newton per meter cube. Gamma diesel, how much is this? 820, 9.81 Newton per meter cube. Gamma air, density of air, 1.2 into 9.81 Newton per meter cube. Okay, so gamma iron is equal to density of iron into G, 7800 into 9.81 Newton per meter cube. You can calculate it. Okay, the unit of gamma is Newton per meter cube. This is a dimensional formula. So specific weight. So generally specific weight is used to determine pressure and then this particular conversion of the fluid columns in manometry. Okay, so some important application is there. Okay, now slowly you will get all the points. For time being, weight of the fluid can be calculated by using specific weight. Okay, right on, Priya? Next, Put heading relative density. Relative density. Density of the fluid, one, density of the fluid 2. Okay, the ratio between the densities of two different fluids is nothing but relative density. Fluid 2, or else specific weight of fluid 1, specific weight of fluid 2, that is also relative density. Okay, now specific gravity. Specific gravity. How to determine specific gravity of the fluid? Specific gravity, S. Specific gravity, S, equals to density of given fluid by density of standard fluid. Density of given fluid by density of the standard fluid. Density of given fluid by density of standard fluid. You can write in terms of specific weight. Specific weight of given fluid by specific weight of standard fluid. Specific weight of standard fluid. For liquids, standard fluid. Yeah, standard fluid. For liquids, water. For liquids, water is the standard fluid. Density of water equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. For gases, air is the standard fluid. For gases, air is the standard fluid. Density of air equals to 1.2 kg per meter cube. This is the difference between relative density and specific gravity. Here, write down all specific gravity, all specific gravities are relative densities but all relative densities are need not to be specific gravities. It is very important. Relative density means the ratio of the densities of any two fluids. Density of the fluid 1 by density of the fluid 2. Specific gravity. density of the given fluid by density of the standard fluid we need to take. Then only we can call it as a specific gravity. Okay. So for liquids, the standard fluid is water. Standard fluid for gases is air. Okay. So that means all specific gravities are relative densities, but all relative densities are need not to be specific gravities. That is it. Right on, Priya? No units for specific gravity, density by density. Okay, na? No units. Put a note. Put a note. Specific gravity of water equal to 1. Specific gravity of the mercury 13.6. Specific gravity of the petrol 0.72. Diesel 0.82. Specific gravity of the air also 1. Specific gravity of the iron 7.8. Okay. So even though it is a iron na, so you are taking water is the reference. What is the specific gravity of iron? 7.8. Okay. So water, petrol, diesel, mercury, air, iron. That's it. So these all are very important. Okay. So from specific gravity of the oil will be given as 0.75. Okay. In that case, density of the oil equal to 750 kg per meter cube. For example, if specific gravity of the oil is given as 0.75. Okay, so then density of the oil equal to 750 kg per meter cube. One more thing, no units for specific gravity. M power 0, L power 0, T power 0. That's it. Next, put it in compressibility. Next, put it in compressibility. Madam? Okay. Completed. Done. Put it in compressibility. Compressibility is the reciprocal of bulk modulus. equivalents to 1 by K. Bulk modulus equivalents to K equivalents to change in pressure by volumetric strain. Or else hydrostatic stress by volumetric strain. Okay, na? So here delta P by delta V by V. Okay, delta P by delta V by V. You need to keep minus here. K equivalents to minus delta P by delta V by V. Or else you can write minus dP by dV by V. That also fine. Now, here PV equal to M. First, density is equal to mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume. Okay. Rho V equal to M. Rho V equal to M. Now we can take ln rho plus ln V ln M. For constant mass, for constant mass, this particular thing will be apply differentiation on both sides. D rho by rho, dV by V is equal to 0. D rho by rho is equal to minus dV by V. Now bulk modulus will changes like that. Bulk modulus K equivalents to minus dP by dV by V equivalents to dP by d rho by rho. Okay, dP by d rho by rho. This is bulk modulus. For incompressible fluids, incompressible fluids, density is equal to constant, d rho is equal to 0, K is equal to dP by d rho by rho, dP by 0 is equal to infinity, compressibility is equal to 1 by K is equal to 1 by infinity equal to 0. Incompressible means for incompressible fluids, K equal to infinity, C equal to 0. Incompressible fluid. Right now, Priya? So compressibility is reciprocal of bulk modulus. Bulk modulus defined as the hydrostatic stress by volumetric strain. Hydrostatic stress is nothing but pressure. Okay, change in pressure. Now, right? It is also very important for incompressible fluid. Density is constant. Now, here K equals to infinity, compressibility equal to 0. Incompressible fluid, No compressibility. No compressibility. Compressibility equal to 0. Same. Now here putting bulk modulus same. Bulk modulus. Same for isothermal process. Isothermal process means temperature equal to constant. P into V equal to M R T. Okay. So here P is equal to rho RT. So specific volume RT. It is nothing but P by rho equal to RT. Okay. So here P by rho equal to constant. Just apply ln on both sides. Ln P by rho, ln constant. So ln P minus ln rho is equal to ln constant. Apply differentiation. 1 by P minus d rho by rho equal to 0. Finally, here you will get dP by P equivalents to d rho by rho. Okay. So finally, dP by d rho by rho is equal to P. It is K. K equal to P. K isothermal. Okay. So finally, K isothermal equal to P. Thermal conductivity in isothermal process is equal to P. Now, this is for isothermal process. This is for isentropic process. P V power gamma equal to constant. V is equal to volume per unit mass is nothing but 1 by rho. P by rho power gamma equal to constant. So ln P minus gamma ln rho ln constant. Apply differentiation. dP by P minus d rho by rho equal to 0. Finally, dP by d rho by rho is equal to gamma P. K isentropic is nothing but gamma P. So finally here K isentropic gamma P will get it. This is bulk modulus for isothermal process is pressure. Okay, for isentropic process, what is the bulk modulus? That is gamma times of P. This is all about bulk modulus in isothermal process, that is constant temperature process. For isentropic process, this is constant entropy. It is following the law PV equal to constant. This is all about compressibility and bulk modulus. Now put a note. What happened? Google Meet. WebEx. ఎవరు లేదు, ఒక్కరు కూడా. ఇంకొద్దిగా ఉంది, అది రికార్డ్ చేస్తే అయిపోతుంది. వాళ్ళు కూడా వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు వెళ్ళిపోయారా? ఎంతసేపు ఉన్నారు? ఉన్నారా 40 minutes? ఎంతసేపు ఉన్నారు? ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? తీసే గూగుల్ మీట్ ఏం కాదు. Now put a note. Bulk modulus K equals to dP by dV by V. It is nothing but minus P final minus P initial by V final minus V initial by V initial. Okay, so K equals to D rho by rho P final minus P initial by rho final minus rho initial by rho initial. Right down. Next problem. Question. The equation for state of the fluid given as, the equation for state of the fluid is given as P equals to 3600 rho power 1 by 2 plus 3200. Then the bulk modulus of the fluid when the pressure at 1 bar. Okay, so he has given the equation for state of the fluid P equals to 3600 rho power 1 by 2 plus 3200. Now he is asking bulk modulus. Just a differentiation on both sides. You will get dp equivalents to 3600 into 1 by 2 rho power 1 by 2 minus 1 1800 into rho power minus 1 by 2. This is a dp. Now we can multiply and divide with rho. You will get into d rho into d rho. Correct now? Now what you will get? Tell me. 1800 rho power 1 by 2 into d rho by rho. It is dp. Finally, dp by d rho by rho is nothing but bulk modulus. 1800 into rho power 1 by 2. This is bulk modulus. 1800 into rho power 1 by 2. Now P equals to 3600 rho power 1 by 2 plus 3200 at P equal to 1 bar. It is in terms of Newton per meter square is given. Okay, so it is 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square means Pascal. Now here P equals to 3600 rho power 1 by 2 plus 3200. It is 1 bar equivalence to 3600 rho power 1 by 2 plus 3200 Newton per meter square. So 10 to the power of 5 minus 3200 equivalents to 3600 rho power 1 by 2. Finally, 10 to the power of 5 minus 3200 by 2 is nothing but 1800 rho power 1 by 2. Correct na? So, what is the value of 1800 rho power 1 by 2? Tell me. 10 power 5 minus 3200 by 2. So, here it is equal to 10 to the power of 5 minus 3200 by 2. Here you will get 4.84 into 10 power 4 Newton per meter square. You will get the same. Correct? Check it once. 4.84 into 10 power 4. Finally, the bulk modulus K equals to 4.84 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per meter square. Calculate. So the equation for state of the fluid is given as P equals to 3600. This is equation for state of the fluid. Correct? 10 power 5 minus 3200 by 2. 4.84 into 10 power 4.